This is Greg Tingle reporting from Seaside, eastern seaboard of Sydney, Australia, the eastern beaches. Media Man Australia, Media Man International, Australian Sports Entertainment, Eco News Media, and many more established over the last couple of decades. We thought we'd just give an update, an internet broadcast from the coast. Some of the good news: the world is still here. Most people will consider that good news. The sun still rose, although it is a bit of an overcast morning. The water is very refreshing. In Australia and around the world, there is what is known as an easing of restrictions. Yes, folks, you heard right. Easing of restrictions. What are we talking about? We're talking about coronavirus, aka COVID-19, part of the coronavirus, the strain from coronavirus, which has been around for many decades. Disclaimer: I'm a media and sports agent, and also a social change agent, and a sometimes photographer and event organiser and so on. My background includes over 5 years pure journalism, and prior to that 7 years or so in the pay television industry. I've also owned a couple of businesses, including a media business, fairly obviously, also a restaurant business. I was also involved in trucking with my late father heavily, and property maintenance with a couple of farms. So I've been around the block, as they say in Australia, the lingo. So coronavirus has got many components. Obviously, one of them is medical and science. Obviously, it is a real thing, the strain of the coronavirus. It's turned into a worldwide phenomenon. Also, why is that? Well, World Health Organization, they were a big part of releasing the information into the public domain. Politics, the governments of the world, Australia, America, China, etc. You've got Russia, and so it goes on. And they distributed the information primarily to media, of which I'm part of. I own and run an independent media company and business, the business of media, but key word, independent. What I encourage our broad viewership and audience to do is just check out many sources when you're looking into this coronavirus situation, and things in general. It could be an article, a news item on anything: sports, environment, science, politics, you name it. Just, check out numerous sources in Australia, Sydney Morning Herald, Daily Telegraph, ABC, SBS, Sky, the list goes on. Overseas, you've got the New York Times, the New Yorker, ABC, Washington Post, CNN, RT is quite interesting, quite balanced views I've found over the years. RT America. RT's a Russian media company originally. ABC, quite good. Look, you've got many. Then you've got online encyclopedias like, WikiLeaks, not WikiLeaks, Wikipedia. WikiLeaks is something else. Some of our more informed viewers will know a little bit more about WikiLeaks. Didn't end up in an ideal situation there, but we wish him well. We want the world to just get on with everybody, respect people's different viewpoints on things, independent point of view, independent expression, independent thought, independent writing, music, art. You got the picture? So we are people, not robots. So yes, maybe we've watched too many science fiction movies, or are they documentaries, or both, lately and over the years? Anything in the name of art, anything in the name of film. Documentaries can be an eye-opener. Have you seen some of those by John Pilger? John told me one time the biggest compliment you can ever get is to be banned. Well, I'm a peacemaker. I get on with everybody. So as far as I know, I'm not banned. We've had stories in global media, small newspapers, big newspapers, small TV stations. Hello, our old friends at Channel 31, big television stations, ABC, Channel 10, 9, 7, SBS, you name it, all of those. So we remain independent. We have a few of our favourites. That's life. But look, we thought we'd give an update. Restrictions are coming off. There are still some restrictions. So, you know, as they're calling it, social distancing, restaurants and cafes, in some cases, will now have up to 10 people in there, but that's not always practical for some of them. This is a fairly fluid or liquid situation, appropriately named here at the ocean. But you know, things are changing. We appreciate the updates from Australian Prime Minister Scott Morrison, who I personally believe is doing a very good job of handling this situation. Prime Minister Morrison's had his hands full over the last couple of years, but especially the last year or so. How about those bushfires? That was a big thing to take on. Bit of a rocky start at first, but then it got corrected, and businesses are weathering the storm, and we've had world correction, and now I've got the coronavirus. But the world's still here, so that's some of the good news. So everybody, just enjoy yourself, take care of yourselves, respect people's different viewpoints. We're all got to basically coexist on this planet. It's people and animals and creatures. We were saying hi to the seagulls and whatnot earlier. There was plenty of them. Beautiful day on the east coast of Australia. Thank you for tuning in, everybody. You can get updates from us on our social media channels and also websites, mediaman.com.au, mediamanint.com, australiansportsentertainment.com, and quite a few more. So everybody, thanks for tuning in today. We appreciate it, and take care. We look forward to giving you another update shortly. Thanks for tuning in. Bye-bye.